At an elite level. He can anchor a defense somewhat similar to how Rudy Gobert anchors his team.
Outside Kelly. Carter.
New scripts, man.
To the middle.
Low-key love it.
Sheldon with the bucket.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
MP outside.
Damn,
There's the 3, and another 3 for Oklahoma. And what we've seen from this team in the tournament, you get the feeling that MP is the true barometer for how they'll play.
When he's engaged and clicking, this team looks unstoppable. But sometimes we'll see that cold stretch, and, boy, as a group, they look lost. As of now, this team goes as far as MP takes them.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And it's slammed in by Wall.
Look at Bell's unselfishness, and I tell you, that would easily translate to the next level. He takes a lot of pride in setting up his teammates.
MP outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Outside Kelly.
You got it right, buddy.
Carter. And here's Sheldon. Back to Carter. From deep. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Sooners with the lead. MP, Wall covering. From deep, MP. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries. He's shooting 86%.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Well, MP and his team pulled off the major upset already, but they still have to take down a very talented 4 seed in their region.
Who the 4 seed is?
Pass to Carter. Outside Kelly. Here's Bell. Over Barrett. Bell, no good. And as much as this region has been shaken up with the upset, there are still a ton of talented teams left alive.
I could see any of the 4 teams from this region coming out of it. I mean, they've all been tested at different times during the season and have acquitted themselves well. But after the upset, you have to think MP and this school are the favorites to survive the weekend.
Wall outside. Over MP. MP with the block. He lets go from deep. And another 3 for Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Back to Carter. Wall outside. Pass to Bell. Shot to stop the run. Here's Kelly.
Oh, fuck, I missed it.
Good work defensively by Davidson. MP outside. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And into the second weekend of the tournament. Plenty of teams alive, and you still have a wide-open field.
And as a player, I was never fortunate to make it to the second weekend, but most teams feel like they get a bit of a breather to reflect after the second round. Some teams can take big steps forward with their level of play as a result.
MP really making a difference here.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask it for him to drop another triple on you.
Outside McGee.
You got all that cock. Hey, you don't give me none.
Second shot opportunity.
Damn.
Rejected by Underwood. Pass to MP. To the inside. Underwood. And he floats it in for an easy 2. Credit the assist on that play.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Bell's shot's good.
You know, Bell has that never back down mentality, absorbs the contact, and still finishes the play.
And here's MP outside, and another 3 for Oklahoma.
He's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far. And after a huge upset like the one this team had in the second round, often they can relax a bit and take their foot off the pedal. If they do that, it could lead to a letdown game.
Yeah, facing a 4 seed like this is a trap game after beating the 1 seed. You can't start playing like you've already faced your toughest test. All beating a 1 seed gets you is the bullseye being placed on your back. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Back to McGee. Here's the floater. The rebound by Underwood. It's been all Sooners. They lead by the largest margin of the game, 15 points.
And I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And it's
You got all that cock. You don't give me none.
now Davidson. MP outside, beyond the arc. It's good from long range.
Smart decision by MP, calling his own number in the pick and roll game.
Carter outside. Bell outside Kelly. That one's good. He's only missed one shot. He's 5 for 6 from the floor. When you think about Oklahoma basketball's impact on the modern NBA, the name Buddy Hield certainly comes to mind.
Yeah, Hield left the Sooners to become a solid NBA player. But looking back on his school days, he still holds the second spot at Oklahoma for all-time scoring.
Buddy Hield.
Pass to Wall. Pulls up from 12, and he knocks the jumper down.
Check out Khalil Wall with some versatile offense, showing he can knock down the mid-range, Jay.
Here's MP, and he has 42. From beyond the arc, and another 3 for Oklahoma.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now a timeout called by UCLA. MP really making a difference here.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
Carter, left side. Back to Bell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
And watching MP play all season long, with the development he's shown, you figure he'll be a one-and-done player with this program. It makes sense with his level of skill.
Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And most fans of this school figured that MP wouldn't be a four-year player.
Well, talent-wise, he's clearly at an NBA level. Figuring out how ready he is to make the jump, that's another question. That's something we'll learn more about as the tournament goes on.
And you look at the history of college basketball, there may not be a more impressive feat than UCLA's 88-game win streak.
Wall, that's good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you. That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
And you think about how that streak ended. The Irishman coming back from 11 points down with 3.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, UCLA was trying for its third undefeated season in a row. Also lost to the Wolfpack in that year's Final Four. But then the next year, resilient, they recaptured their title.
Now here's Carter. 4 on the clock. And he makes that one.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
It's been all Sooners. MP outside. And another 3 for Oklahoma.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Wall. That's good. And Bell with the assist.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And stolen away by Bell. Here's Wall. Field goal number 9. He's 9 for 12 with that basket.
When I think Oklahoma basketball, I think Blake Griffin, a player whose number hangs in the rafters, and he made a huge impact on that school.
And here's MP outside, and then Davidson with the dunk.
Boy, excellent decision-making that time by MP. Some savvy on display in the two-man game.
Bell outside. Wall covered by MP. Pass to Sheldon. The Sooners pull it in. MP outside. Here's the 3. And the Sooners hit again from deep.
Again.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Wall. Tries again. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And here's MP outside. Good on the three-point shot. No questioning the significance of Blake Griffin's time as a Sooner. In fact, he's the only first overall draft pick to come out of Oklahoma.
That really speaks to the attention he grabbed while he was there. Over 2 seasons, Griffin amassed a ton of college awards and brought a lot of eyes to the Sooners basketball program.
And the three ball is good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
MP thing, motherfucker.
Now here's Bell, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Wall. Back to Bell. Up and in on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
From deep, MP. And the Sooners hit again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Carter. And Bell hits from deep.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
From deep, MP buries the long-range jumper.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Bombarded.
To the paint. Here's Sheldon. Here's Wall. Yes, it's good. 10 for 15 in the contest.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And here's MP outside, and they pick up 2.
And nice to see MP sharing the load out there. He finds a wide open man and gets him the rock.
Outside Kelly. Pass to Carter. And stolen by MP. Down low. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Here's Carter. And Norris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first.
They got their ass smoked.
And so the Oklahoma Sooners have won and will move on.
Total domination in this round 3 matchup. Even once they had the game in hand, they did not let up at all. They continued to pile on.
This run is still alive due in big part to MP. He wasn't afraid to put the team on his back tonight and take responsibility for keeping them in this tournament.
And that will be all for us tonight. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and myself, Forrest Hunt, we appreciate you all tuning in, and we'll see you back for the next round.
Damn, if I have a kid, y'all. Let me see this. What's going on? I got to see this real quick. I need standing emotes because I don't have none. It's what the fuck the sound at? Damn.
I think I'm missing it. Oh, my stupid ass. I do not want to party.
You can do a green, yellow, purple, orange, red, blue, and yeah, I don't really know what.
Greetings, one and all. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt, and we're with you for 2K Sports' presentation of this college regional finals game. And on tap tonight, it's the Oklahoma Sooners going up against the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
And when you talk about how well Oklahoma has played, MP is an important contributor for them.
And Greg, what are your thoughts on the Bulldogs right now?
Well, we all know that this team revolves around Denzel Pryor, and that's not a knock against them at all. Pryor is the top scorer in the nation for a reason, and it's just hard to see anyone knocking this team out of the tournament while Pryor is at full health. He is that good.
The journey continues for these two teams. They've certainly earned the right to be here. And you watch the way MP is able to impact the game. He could be a special player someday.
And he has that star quality to him. You just can't deny that. There's still a lot for him to polish with his game, but I foresee great things for him in his career.
Fires from deep, and the Sooners hit again from deep.
Smart decision by MP, calling his own number in the pick and roll game.
Left side, Pryor. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From deep, MP drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, every NBA team is looking for dead-eye shooters from behind the arc. MP showing off his three-point range.
It's Pryor on the wing, all alone. And he wills that one in, sinking right through the back of the iron.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Kicks it out to MP for three. Drills the three-pointer.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Here's Booker.
I'd sneeze.
Levin's outside. And he's going for the alley-oop. And Booker throws it down.
This will make 10 total appearances for Oklahoma in the final 8 teams of the tourney. That's a pretty impressive stat.
Especially considering how competitive this sport has become, with so many quality teams gunning for one of these 8 spots.
The Sooners can be proud of this accomplishment. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Now here's Crawford. Outside for Pryor. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
I mean, Pryor can do this all night. He looks automatic when he sets up like that, and I'm sure scouts are taking notice.
And MP gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Torres outside. Back to Booker. And he's going for the oop here. And Torres with the slam. The Sooners leading. MP outside. From downtown. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9 today. The first Final 8 appearance for Gonzaga, 1999. As a 10 seed, the Bulldogs made an epic run, putting this program on the map.
Really, that's one of the all-time Cinderella runs in the history of the tournament. Since then, Gonzaga has become a household name.
Pryor with the bucket.
And you love Pryor's tenacity, just refusing to let the play die, and comes up with points.
Buries it from long range.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Shots good by Booker.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
MP outside to the middle. The three. And the Sooners hit again from deep.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And this game, the final game from this region. Overall, one of the more wild regions we've seen in the tournament.
More upsets in this part of the bracket than any other. Getting out is no easy feat. My college team came up short in the regional final during my first tournament run.
Jamal Jamison, Ricky Keith, Rolando
and
Hawkins.
Oklahoma has possession.
Substitution for the Sooners.
From deep, MP. Three-pointer is on target.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Mayo. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's MP. 33 points for him. Buries the long-range jumper.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Here's Levens. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Hawkins. Keith. Jamison outside. 6 on the shot clock. Mayo. Underwood defending. Hawkins can't hit.
And this late in the tournament, the last game in the region, you really start to feel the pressure and the excitement. They're one win away from punching their ticket to the semifinals.
A nice shot by MP.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Fuck.
Here's Hawkins, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Levens. Jameson with it. Pulls up from 15. It's hauled in by MP. And for both of these teams, they are well aware of the stakes for this game.
So many all-time great players never got a chance to play on the big stage. It's both rare and lucky to make it to the semifinals. A shame only one of these teams can experience that. And for this team and MP, no matter what happens,
and so here's Gonzaga, trailing by 10. Pass to Levins. Torres. Now Booker. Fires the three. It's hauled in by MP. As you said, this already a great run for an 8 seed. Many had them crashing out of the tournament early on.
And this team, I thought, did a great job of blocking out all that noise. Even though they've already overachieved, they're still humble and hungry. They want to be the last team standing at the end of all of this, and they're giving themselves a chance to do just that.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
It's stolen by Crawford, and they're on the break. And Denzel Pryor with the slam.
And that opportunistic attitude of Pryor. When the break is on, that guy is in beast mode.
To the paint. Kicks it out to MP. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Pause.
Booker outside. Torres. Pass to Levins. That's tipped. Booker with it. 4 on the shot clock. They double team Pryor. And a great assist by Torres as that one goes in.
When you talk about the Bulldogs, they've become the power of the West Coast.
over the last 20 years, Gonzaga is the only West Coast team to make a title game. So incredible when you remember their humble roots. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Pryor. He's got 20. It's good.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
The Sooners with the lead. From deep, MP. And it's Gonzaga with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half.
Now here's Levins. Guarded by Barrett. Here's Pryor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pryor doing what he does best there. Nights like this show why he's considered the top scorer in the country.
And the 3 ball is good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Gonzaga calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Sooners making a change here. Pryor down low. MP's there. Pryor no good.
Probably the name that leaps to mind when you think about Oklahoma right now, Trae Young, the hottest recent export to come from this school to the NBA.
The Bulldogs on offense. It's a 10-point game. Shots good by Crawford.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
MP with the bucket. While Trae Young only played a single season with the Sooners, he certainly did draw a lot of attention during that time.
Well, he did have some crazy numbers while at Oklahoma. You know, most great players at the college level don't stay long. But I think Oklahoma should still take credit for introducing him to the world.
MP outside.
Bro, set the screen, nigga.
Pass to Davidson. Back to MP. The three is up.
That weak ass screen.
Bulldogs with the rebound.
Bro. Give me the big thing. I need him a 7 down now.
Torres outside.
Ass bitch.
Hawkins. Inside. Here's Crawford. It's hauled in by MP. To the inside. And Underwood gets it to go.
Do not call Gonzaga a mid-major. It's small in size, but large in stature in college basketball. They become a top 5 program and a contender for national titles.
And he gets the bucket.
Mid-range, long-range, all 3 levels. Pryor can do it all. He's a scoring machine.
From deep, MP, it's good from long range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Despite not being a so-called power conference, Gonzaga can play with anyone in the nation.
They played in 2 of the last 5 title games. No one else has done that.
Pass to Pryor. And he gets it to go after hitting the back of the rim.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
From deep, MP, and another 3 for Oklahoma.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now, here's Torres. Booker outside, beyond the arc. A nice shot by Hawkins.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's MP outside. Drains the 3-pointer.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Pass to Pryor. Back to Booker. This time for 3. Doesn't go for him. And Oklahoma will go the other way with it. MP outside. Takes the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Outside Pryor. Booker. Bradley defending. Here's the Sooners with the ball. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulldogs. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Ricky Keith, Zach Levins. Substitution for the Sooners.
Now here's Booker. D right on him. Pass to Pryor. The 3-ball. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Yeah, I tell you what, Pryor certainly makes it look easy. Even from range, he's a constant scoring threat.
A nice shot by MP.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the 3-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Outside Pryor. Off target with the 3. It's been all Sooners. On the wing, MP, guarded by Pryor. Good on the 3-point shot.
And games like this prove MP is the real deal. He's getting any look he wants right now.
2 minutes.
Pass to Keith.
2 minutes.
Now here's Booker. Over Barrett. Booker, no good. And here's Oklahoma. And here's MP outside. It's rebounded by Gonzaga. And here we go. Launches the 3. Shot's good by Booker.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range.
Right back at you. MP answering the tray, showing his competitive edge.
Outside Pryor. Lots of room. That's good on the jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Gonzaga has possession, trailing by 19. Pass to Keefe. And here's Pryor. And they pick up 2.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
From deep, MP drills it from
They was not
outside.
come back in when
And
they got
gotta
it sooner.
respect that assertive
They got that
nature
shit 10
MP has, recognizing the chance to cash in with the jumper.
Pass to Levens. And again, Gonzaga with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And it's MP missing. Now Pryor shoots the 3. And again, Gonzaga with the triple.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
From beyond the arc. And MP good for 3.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
And so the Oklahoma Sooners have won and will move on.
What an emphatic win to reach the semis. Only 2 wins away now from a national championship, and they're actually playing their best basketball.
And what a legendary performance from MP. He stepped up when it mattered most, and now he'll be leading his team into the semis. It'll be hard to top what he did today, but you simply can't bet against MP after that game.
And that's a wrap, folks. The bracket is heating up. Pleasure to have you for round 4. This is Forrest Hunt with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony signing off. Peace.
Let's go, man.
Hello there, everybody, and welcome to this college championship tourney. I'm Forrest Hunt, and alongside me are my partners, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And we couldn't be more excited to share this semifinal round of basketball with you all tonight. And on tap tonight, it's the Oklahoma Sooners going up against the Michigan State Spartans.
The Sooners have played a lot of big tournament games over the years, and this is up there with the biggest of them. MP is going to have to be at his best to get them to the title game.
And Clark, how are you feeling about the Spartans?
The anchor for this team on both ends of the floor is Prince Strahan. I mean, he can block shots. He does a nice job finishing at the other end. I mean, his size alone is an awful lot for most college teams to contain, and I think he'll be a really hard matchup tonight.
And with a championship just 2 wins away, we know both these teams are primed to get the ball rolling. To the wing on the left side. And here's MP outside. Here's Underwood. Well, it was only a matter of time, and they finally get the bucket.
And the last time we saw Oklahoma make it this far was 2016, which makes this a much shorter break between appearances than most teams enjoy.
Pass to Strahan. The Sooners pull it in. Now here's Underwood. He's covered by Mills.
2 points.
And Underwood slams it in.
Boy, how about the ball movement from MP right there? Scouts love seeing that type of unselfishness.
Oklahoma's speedy return to the tournament semifinals definitely says something about the strength of their program.
Well, they attract high-caliber talent and have a very committed coaching staff, and a good one at that. That's a recipe for repeat success.
From deep, MP buries it from long range.
MP getting fired up right now. He couldn't let that last three slide without his own answer.
On the wing, Prince Strahan. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by MP. Launches it. And the Sooners hit again from deep.
Smart decision by MP, calling his own number in the pick and roll game.
Now Hayward. Pass to Strahan. Here's McLeod, guarded by Barrett. Fader on the way. Rebounded by Bailey.
And throughout the tournament's history, Michigan State has been an odds-on favorite to be one of the last 4 teams standing.
And here's MP outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
There you can see an example of Hayward's film study paying dividends. His obsession to watch film leads to him being a step ahead of the defense.
And a few times the Spartans have made the last 4 in consecutive years.
Incredible consistency with the program. You know who to thank for that. One of the greatest college coaches of all time. He puts his players in a position to succeed and demands their very best.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here.
Coming onto the floor for your Spartans, Alonzo Harvey, Donnell Bush, Arthur O'Connor, Johnny
The Sooners
Webb.
leading.
Substitution for Oklahoma.
MP outside. The shot. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Back to Harvey.
Oh, God, they do shit.
There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And something this team's run has shown just how important it is for a team to peak at the right time.
You know, we've seen it happen a number of times in the last decade. A school comes in hot and makes a deep run. It doesn't matter what your seed is if you play like this group has.
Again, the miss by the Spartans. The three is up. Yes! And the nice assist from Bradley.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Timeout called.
All right, y'all boys, I'm gonna be on tomorrow, man. Good little 50-minute screen, know what I'm saying?